Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachakwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to give you guys a quick heads up concerning these shootings, these different gun shootings, okay? Because, you know, a watchman of the Lord not only prophesies, but he also, because the Lord only deals with men, right? According to the book of Revelation, the tabernacle of the Lord is with men. So, you know, there's no such thing as a prophetess or a female preacher or any of that garbage, okay? But, you know, a prophet of the Lord not only prophesies, you know, he also exposes the evil deeds that are done in secret, in darkness. Okay, now we know that some of these shootings are staged or a hoax, but some of these shootings are real, and they're going to play on these shootings in order to justify passing gun laws. We all know what happens when it becomes mandatory for people to give up their guns. That's going to lead to civil war. Okay, there's going to be civil war, and that's according to the book of 2nd Esdras. And a matter of fact, let me get that in 2nd Esdras, okay? Because according to the book of 2nd Esdras, there's going to be civil war, and it's going to come from these mandatory gun laws. They're going to make it mandatory in all 50 states for people to give up their guns. And we know that these proud patriots here in America, they're not going to just give up their guns. They're not going to just quietly hand over their arms. Okay? So, and also, we must take into effect that according to the Posse Comitatus Act that was passed here in the United States, the Posse Comitatus Act prevents the United States government from using their own military against their own people. So you know what's going to happen? That's why they have UN troops over here. Okay? The United Nations troops consist of military personnel from different nations, such as the Arabians, the East Indians, the Chinese and Japanese people, the Hawaiian, the Russians, the North Koreans, even some of the South Koreans, even some of the Iranians. They're going to use the UN troops against you people. So they're going to use these UN troops in order to forcibly break into you people's homes and take away your guns. And there's going to be shootouts over it. So there's going to be another civil war here in America. Let's go to the 16th verse. 2nd Esdras chapter 15 verse 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men." Okay, what does the word sedition mean? The word sedition means a rebellion or an uprising against the government. Now let's go back to the 15th verse. For their destruction and for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up. Now, first and foremost, this is talking about the race wars, where it's going to be the Israelites, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Indians, versus the Edomites, so-called white people. Okay? It says, "And one people shall stand up and fight against another." Now, on the other hand, the one people here is talking about the civilians shall stand up and fight against another. Who's the another? The another is talking about these UN troops, which will act in the form of martial law troops. It says, and swords in their hands. The modern day sword today is what? The gun. The gun is the modern day sword. So the one people, the civilians, shall stand up and fight against another, these UN troops who will act in the form of martial law troops, and and they shall stand up with guns in their hands. Okay? So all these different shootings is only going to lead to the government making a mandatory law that people guns must be confiscated. So if you are a licensed gun holder, know this: the United States government are sending troops your way. With that, I'm gonna say Shalom is on to the next one.